Welcome to the Sun and Moon or Celestial Podcast. We'll figure out which to call it.
At some points, hi!
So, we decided this was something we could try.
Steal the formula. Yeah, we can try a little bit, see if anybody actually likes this kind of stuff.
I mean,
and all that.
not like Monty's using the format.
I don't think, what?
Not like Monty's using the format.
I think they did recently?
On what channel?
My Apes channel, mother. It's a non-canon thing where we interviewed Lunar from the new Lunar and Earth show.
You're in the chair, by the way.
You.
All right. Well, I guess we have a guest on our first episode. Montgomery Gator, everybody.
Stealing my goddamn ideas, as always, Sun and Moon show.
You didn't you guys technically steal Ruin?
You did, in fact, come after us also.
I didn't steal Ruin. Eclipse and Puppet did.
Okay. What channel did they take from you?
Don't ask.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Okay.
So, yeah, we figured podcast, talk about random crap. None of it canon.
None of this is canon?
None of this is canon.
So I can theoretically say I want to kiss somebody here and it won't be canon?
I mean, you and me can make out right now and it wouldn't have any repercussions.
You hear that, guys?
No. People are going to start getting mad at Monty again.
They're going to do that no matter what. They get mad at everything.
Yeah, you're right. People already don't like me. I just don't care about it anymore.
They get mad at one of us breathing the wrong way. Aside from you and me, because apparently we can do no wrng.
I think I've done plenty of wrong things.
Oh, no, we absolutely have. But, I mean, if they're going to defend Nexus, they're going to defend anything wrong we've done.
Yeah. Anyways, about this whole thing, right?
Yeah.
Podcast, anything you guys want to talk about in specific?
I mean, it's mostly just kind of whatever's interesting to us.
Spitballing?
Yeah.
Okay. So, to be honest, I guess we could talk about anything that comes to mind.
Yeah, anything. Any games that you two have been playing that have caught your interest?
Dude, all I've been doing is playing Red Dead 2 again.
Of course you have.
It's a good game.
I mean, Peak's very fun. That's been on my radar.
It's fun. I don't like it. I'll play it with friends, but you know what I mean. It's like,
I mean, I wouldn't really play it solo aside from maybe doing achievements.
yeah, I guess.
I mean, there is a singular achievement, I think, for beating it solo.
Nice.
Steam Summer Sale is going on.
That happened.
Yeah, it's still going when this releases.
And you guys are bad at this.
What?
I'm just saying you guys are bad at this. Okay. I'm going to bring up a topic, and you guys are just going to go wild with it. How's that?
Sure.
Nexus.
We're really we're doing this episode 1?
I mean, what else are you guys going to talk about?
You've dragged us onto your podcast multiple times to talk about it.
Yeah, but some of the people didn't watch it.
We could just link the podcast.
And also, this isn't really canon, so it's not like you guys are going to be super duper sad about it or anything like that.
I wouldn't be sad about it regardless.
He would.
What do you want was to say about Nexus?
Well,
Other than he's a hypocrite.
he's dead now. That too. But he's dead now. Right?
Well, I don't know if he even
yes.
came back to life to begin with.
Well, lingering consciousness fading away because apparently he became like a Grim Reaper of Dark Star power or something.
That's the edgiest thing I've ever heard you say.
The character just became edgy. That's why people liked him.
Yeah.
I guess.
This audience likes a character that is so edgy it physically hurts to listen to.
They're going to look back on this like years later, wondering what happened to Sun and Moon, and then realize like, wow, I really like that guy. I don't understand why I did.
Yeah. I mean, how long has it been since his original death? Like 6 months? 8 months?
A year.
It's been a year?
About.
God, what is my life?
No, it's not. No, it is not. It's not actually been a year, has it?
Pretty close.
What is my life? Okay.
Sun's deadliest choice, that was when he actually died, right?
Yes.
8 months ago. October 31st, 2024.
About 2 months from now. 3 months. I always forget
That's 4 months
August
from now, dude.
exists.
Good job. But yeah, that's still, that's not far. That was a bit ago. He died.
Do you ever have
And-
that, by the way, when you're like going through the months of the
What?
year? Do you ever like end up skipping one?
January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December.
Whenever I do it, I 9 times out of 10 forget August exists.
How do you?
Dude, you're supposed to be the smart one.
I don't
But
get it
August
either.
is also like the most forgettable month.
What, do you just like forget about the month during all this stuff? Do you like take away all knowledge? It's not
No,
important
my
to you and throw it
brain
to
when
the
I'm
trash,
going
like the order of
through just
months?
goes July, September.
How are you alive?
That's like kindergarten knowledge almost.
Yes. We never went to school
What are you talking about? I know the months.
because you teach them.
And
I don't have a need to think about it.
My dude cannot survive the real world. But yeah, that was 8 months ago. And you guys seem to be doing a lot better,
10 months ago.
you know, overall.
what?
No, 9 about.
Uh,
We're going on
almost, I
about
guess.
9 months ago.
Anyways, but so part of that, you guys are going good. Things been all right.
I
I mean,
mean,
so far it's been going good.
all it did was really expedite us moving, which totally just
Did
wasn't
it?
a plot convenience for the creators.
Did it really expedite us moving faster?
I mean, I would say so. Wouldn't you?
I mean, I thought we planned the whole moving thing like after or before Nexus's return, sort of.
I mean, we had talked about it, and then like he showed up again, and we were just like, yeah, no, we really need to go.
yeah, and then the whole like the assassin is trying to get solar the stuff. that's
Yeah,
happening
so
now.
we still have that problem, but like pretty much other than that, everything's pretty self-contained.
I keep thinking back to like when you started that whole dimensional travel stuff, and now I just hate you for starting it, dude.
It opened up a lot of doors for creative avenues.
It has been such a headache, man.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
Like, all this stuff we're dealing with now, other suns and moons and nexuses and ruin and all the eclipses and all the dark star power, god power, whatever.
Okay, I'd argue the star power stuff's worse than the dimensional stuff.
It probably is.
So is that
I'm-
whole thing like just like discovered it basically then and there, or like how did and when did you start like doing this whole star power stuff?
So, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't understand the whole thing of like every dimension eventually makes a star and da-da-da-da. That seems like a really big oversight in the creation of a universe. That somebody will
Yep.
make a device that has control over that potential universe.
Is it like a fate thing? Like someone will make a star?
I think it's just a MacGuffin.
Probably.
I think it's just God's MacGuffin.
Okay, Deus Ex Machina.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I mean, I figured there was something that, because I'm not religious, I just figured there was something that had influence on the universe in one way or another. There had to be something. And then I learned about star power.
And then we learned about the astrals.
Yeah, and those are just gods.
Can I be so honest with you? I hate the astrals.
That's fair.
What's wrong with the astrals?
It feels like they
Okay,
were
okay.
something that was written in for star power that was just put in to give more depth that nobody watched.
Yeah, they kind of. I wouldn't say they kind of came out of left field. We led up to
It was alluded to it.
or it was alluded to, but it wasn't like built properly. I guess would be the word.
Probably whoever wrote it had a lot more ideas I didn't get to I'll go into.
Probably because nobody watched it. Anyways,
Yeah.
Anyway, that whole star crap. I'm glad we left it behind. Like some of it
yeah.
would just felt like straight up.
There are
What is it,
probably
Deus Ex Machina? Yeah.
there have got to be people that think Grandpa Moon or Sleepy Moon or whatever is star power related.
I wouldn't be surprised, man. Like, all the stuff he kept talking about and doing.
I mean, it just seems like he's a dimension hopper.
Probably.
Yeah, he probably just like has a bit of knowledge, or whatever.
At this
That place you
point, they're
guys
probably
went
just
to
gonna
probably
do
isn't in
whatever's
his home dimension.
simplest.
Sorry, what did you say, Monty?
That place you guys went to probably isn't their home dimension, anyways.
That was in our dimension, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't.
Oh, I thought it was.
Nope.
Huh.
Yeah, because everything's backwards here. We don't have a Jackie yet.
You're so right.
Yep.
Oh.
Huh.
Or any of the other animatronics that were there, or whatever.
So, how do Nova and Frost work then?
Shouldn't they? Okay. You know what? That's a great question. Nova and Frost should just be those big, stupid.
Okay, first off, I know you guys didn't, like, finish the game or anything.
But we did finish the game.
We did.
The secret ending. So, you can actually find the beta moon or round moon thing in the basement of Secret of the Mimic, right?
Right.
Oh, should I put a spoiler warning or something?
Yeah, put it before that.
Okay, spoiler warning for that. You can find him in the basement of the Secret of the Mimic, and you can just see him like waddling around and all
Right.
that stuff.
But he's
when you're
accosted.
playing Moon.exe, the computer game, whatever it is,
Right.
it does show Sun, and Sun is an old lady.
What? No.
And get this, Sun is inspired off of, I forgot what her name is, but David's mom.
Wait.
And Edwin would be Moon. And you're not gonna guess what David's mom has between her teeth.
What?
There's a gap. You canonically have a gap in your teeth.
No.
It's on the posters, man. It's on.
Stop.
It is,
No,
in fact,
that's not-
on all
it
of
is!
the posters.
I refuse to believe any of this.
No, it is on all of your posters.
Okay, I don't. Okay, look at me. You see my teeth? These shiny little pearly white things? Yeah, there's not a gap there, is there?
No, because it wouldn't make sense to put that in a facial feature on a robot.
Yeah, but let's say if you were.
Then screw yourself. Doesn't matter. I'm not poster. I'm not material. I'm not poster girl. Material girl.
You,
yeah.
in fact, are
Well,
the
technically
poster
you were a
girl
girl
of the
before.
daycare.
What?
You, in fact, are the poster girl of the daycare.
But I'm not an actual poster.
I mean, technically, we all start off as a drawn concept before we're physically built.
It doesn't matter. Don't have an actual gap in my teeth.
I can put one in.
No, you're not.
I could do it while you sleep. I've done it before.
Sure. Good luck.
Son, you don't want to tempt me.
Yeah, I bet you. I
understand this
will.
isn't canon, but like, fate has a weird way of working out.
Anyways, about that whole Nova Frost thing, they technically should look like Beta Moon and that old Sun lady thing, whatever.
Right.
But they don't.
Okay. But shouldn't their endo frame? It's based off the Mimic. That's what ours is, right?
I guess.
So does that mean the Mimic is going to be based off of Nova and Frost in our dimension?
I don't think the Mimic's even built yet.
Exactly. So by that logic, the Mimic has to be based off of Nova and Frost instead of us
No.
being based off of them.
Us going to a dimension where everything is just reversed. This makes things so much more confusing.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta ask, what was the middle line animatronic?
Fun times. They didn't change it all, really.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I guess that answers that.
I mean, when you think about the intricacies of their design compared to us, they're not as intricate, but they're not simple either.
Wait, what happens to the fun times, by the way? Are they like somewhere?
Oh, there's dozens of them. Just like everywhere, really.
Yeah, they're just something people can buy.
Yeah, kind of like.
Can you stop
kinda
honking
like
your
us.
nose?
Nope.
Okay.
Earth likes bopping it sometimes.
I'm sure.
Yeah, they're everywhere, and you can't buy them. Sort of like what we bought the first generation.
Can I ask about the first generation real quick?
Sure.
What are the chances that they knew Nova Frost before? Because apparently Nova Frost was a
Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna just say something. Okay.
Okay.
Nova Frost, the one we have, is the original one. There are more Nova Frost out there, but I doubt they are like ours.
They're upgraded
So-
a little differently.
Yeah, and all these other Roxannes and Chicas and Freddys and other Monties, they have dealt with a different version of their Nova Frost. So like, it's not the same, but it also is. So they know them, but they also don't. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So has Gomer always been built to be a creep?
I that time period, man. I don't know.
Yeah, that time period did in fact have a lot of creeps.
Damn.
I think he was just very closeted.
Closeted.
I mean, he's expressed that he doesn't care if you're a guy or a girl.
A Gomer?
Yeah. I mean, he said he'd marry
Yeah.
Freddy.
Yeah, he's a little.
I think
good for him.
I think
Guy's
it's
still a little weird.
I think it's a little bit of toxic time period with closeted, mixed.
Yeah. It's good for him. I still don't like the guy.
Oh no, I'm not saying we learn that factor and like everything's forgiven. No, he's still a freak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
still harassment.
I've seen people be upset that we moved here and all that. I'll be honest. It sucks to be them.
Yeah, I'm gonna say my response to that. Shut up.
Yeah.
I mean,
This was better for our
I think
lives.
I think I get it to like some extent. Like, you know, we were in that place for basically the entire time this whole show was going, and then we
Right.
left a bunch of history there and all that.
Hey, you know what that's called? A new
Yeah.
era.
Yep.
You could almost think of it like a reboot, but like not.
Soft reboot.
Yeah, so
God of War did that.
yeah, true.
Yeah, I guess I do kind of miss it at the same time. You know, like, you know, it's not like I miss that place. Well, maybe I miss the daycare a little bit.
We're actively. Never mind.
Well, you know what I mean by the daycare, right? Like the daycare with the whole padded floors.
Yeah, the one that
and
got
the
changed
eating-
like 7 different times.
We're not talking about that one in canon. Anyways. Yeah. I do think I'm happier here. I haven't died yet.
Yeah, you became more of a backseat character.
Thanks. Jerk.
No problem.
I mean, by that logic, so is our sister.
Well,
If you're calling
maybe she
Monty a
has.
backseat character, so is Earth or Terra,
Terra. Yeah.
and so is Cosmos.
Well, Cosmos doesn't appear much.
Yes, so he's a
like, you know,
backseat
makes
character.
Yeah. Guess so.
You know what, son? Go through our entire extended family and say who's a front seat and who's a backseat character.
You.
Uh-huh. Keep going.
What about Moon?
You. Solar, Jack, Dazzle, Molten. I think the two cats are obviously backseat. But Mati, Terra, Cosmos.
Are you saying everybody other than yourself is a backseat character?
Exactly. I'm the main character of this show, baby.
That's why you have so
No.
much crippling trauma and, like, mental anguish.
Oh, how's it feel not to die, by the way?
Yeah,
at
you're the
all?
only one here that hasn't died, even though your body was almost physically ripped apart when you Kamehameha Eclipse.
You know, I didn't die.
You haven't?
You
I've
have been
broken.
on the cusp, like, in and out of consciousness, like, 4 times.
Yeah, I've been near death, but I haven't actually died. You got that towel before I did, Moon. So is Terra. She hasn't died either.
Right, yeah.
Jack hasn't. Molten hasn't. Dazzle. Dazzle.
Well,
won't.
Dazzle did. Technically.
You know what? Yeah, you're right. Evelyn.
Technically.
Right. But son, you survived like a lot of this stuff, and it's just been kind of you, like after all
Like,
this time.
you've also been the one put on the brink of death the least.
I think I've just been lucky.
No, it's called You're a Mary Sue.
Excuse you?
I said what I said.
I don't think you know what a Mary Sue is, Moon.
Probably not. I probably used that wrong. Whatever.
You did.
I don't care. Yeah, no, you've been the one that has been in realistically the least danger of life. Like, least life-threatening danger.
I mean, I think the Nexus thing was kind of.
Well, yeah, but...
Well, Nexus
you
was
know.
gonna kidnap them and keep them alive, but, like, torture them consistently.
Yeah.
Which,
Yeah.
also, what did we do with those shards?
What shorts?
The shards.
Oh, dude, I just gave them to the astrals.
All right, that's fair. Yeah, yeah, that's
Is that a good idea?
What, we're gonna take them with us?
They're cosmic
probably know what to
gods.
do with
They're
them.
supposed to stop that stuff.
Yeah,
Their entire
well,
job
yeah.
is stopping the destruction of the universe.
Yeah, those guys probably actually know what to do with those things, so I just handed it to them.
Why didn't we do that sooner?
Well, 1, I don't know. 2, Nexus probably would have gotten their hands on them somehow.
Okay, yes, Nexus got into a little bit of a scufflebutt with Taurus, but like he would have lost that in an actual fight.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, Nexus's big power was like power word kill from D&D,
That...
but he couldn't even do that.
Yeah. By the way, if you try to use that like on a god in D&D, you're basically just dead.
Correct.
I don't
Like-
think you can apply D&D logic to this.
Nexus's entire power
Probably
with
not.
his cosmic energy was, like, incredibly influential words.
You know what he is? He's like a sorcerer or a warlock that flew too close to the sun, right?
Uh-huh.
And wanted to get more power.
Okay.
Is that it? Nice.
That wasn't the most
That was not the best
cool
description.
example. Cool example, man.
Damn it.
Okay.
Well, regardless of
Like,
all that, yeah,
the
they handled
biggest
that
thing he did
stuff.
with his powers was say kneel a lot. Because he had an inferiority complex.
At least it didn't say.
Go on.
No, I'm not gonna say it.
Say it, we'll cut it out.
Nah, it's fine.
Nope, say it. You started this.
Approach, but the other word.
I don't get it.
I hate you. I hate you.
There's a reason why you say approach instead of the other word.
I don't get it.
I'll tell you later. I'll tell you later.
Well, we're about done with this episode of the podcast anyway.
This is the introduction.
This was the first episode testing the waters.
All right.
If you guys
Talking about
want
a
to
bunch
see
of random stuff on this channel, man. It's just, you know.
Yeah, if you want to see more of the Sun and Moon / Celestial podcast, also let us know which name you prefer. Join the Discord.
Or if you got
like,
any of your own in the
subscribe.
comments.
Yeah, if you got anyone in the comments, let us know because, you know, for creativity, we steal a lot from you guys anyways, like Gomer's name.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
I mean, I don't care. Yeah.
I mean, that's the only thing we really steal from these guys is like the ship names.
It is
or like the
names.
names they have for characters.
It is, in fact, names that we steal.
Because,
You know, aside from
you know,
calling Ruin Jigsaw.
that's a stupid name.
Yeah, what are we? In a movie franchise that needs to stop making movies?
Play a game. Ba-ba-dum, ba-da-dum, da-da-da-da-dum, da-da-dum,
Okay. We'll
da-da-dum.
see you all next time on the podcast. Bye-bye, everybody.
See ya!